can though, doesn't it?
Cute.
Take a peek right there. There she is. Her name is Erma.
So cute.
And Erma travels in this can because sloths like to be upside down all the time. And so if we were to put her in a regular carrier like a cat or a dog would go into, she wouldn't be able to be upside down. So that wouldn't be comfortable for her. So this little can has a lid with bars for her to hang on. When I pick her up, you'll be able to see her hanging from those bars. Okay. So take a step back and I will take her out and let her go on her little exercise tree here. But remember, she's really slow, so we have to be patient. All right, are you ready, Miss Erma? Here we go. Go on, sweetheart. You thinking about it? Come on. This is your snack tree, remember? You get lots of tasty snacks when we're on this tree. Patience.
She's cool to watch. There she is.
Tickle, tickle.
There she goes.
This is the time of day where a sloth would normally just be going to bed. Because they're nocturnal. So they sleep a lot though. They sleep in the daytime and the nighttime. In fact, sloths sleep about 20 hours every day. We only have 24 hours in the day, right?
So they eat 4 hours and they sleep 20 hours.
Yep, they're awake for about 4 hours and most of that time is spent eating. Now, when I say they're awake for 4 hours, they're not usually awake for 4 hours at a time. So that 4 hours, there's lots of little naps in there. So they'll be awake for, maybe a half an hour, then they'll take a nap. Then they'll wake up and eat a little bit, and then they'll take another nap. And then maybe they'll wake up and walk around a little bit upside down in the trees, and then they'll take another nap. So for her, we're seeing her at a time that she would normally just be settling in for a long sleep through the middle of the day. So she's going to be probably a little extra slow for us. Let's just see how she moves here for a minute and let her get comfortable. And I have some snacks for her. It's like a late night snack for her. Do you know what sloths like to eat? Do you want to see? I have her tray here.
She sure eats a lot.
She does. Now, of all the animals that live at the zoo, sloths probably get the most complicated dinner tray. So there are lots of different fruits and veggies on here, and there's some lettuce for her. And then these things are biscuits that are specially made for animals that normally would eat a lot of leaves in the wild. Sloths eat a lot of leaves, so they're called leaf eater biscuits. Now, the monkeys get these leaf eater biscuits, and some of the other animals here too, but Erma does not like her biscuits when they're crunchy, so we soak them in some water so they're kind of soft and squishy. She also gets something really weird. Do you see this right here?
Yeah.
It's kind of like sloth oatmeal. It's kind of sticky, and it's a gel that helps have like vitamins in it. Now, she doesn't like that very much, so she only eats it when it's stuck to her other food. But can you tell what some of these things are? You know what this is?
That's a carrot.
Carrot. What about this?
Squash.
Yeah, that's a yellow squash. And this is a zucchini. She usually likes this a lot. This is sweet potato. And what about this?
Watermelon.
Watermelon's kind of a special fun treat for her. And this is a piece of papaya, tropical fruit that would grow in the places where sloths are from. She really likes tropical fruits. So we'll see if she'd like to have some snacks today. Miss Erma, would you like some zucchini? Thinking about it. No, I want to smell these people first.
Okay.
Sloths don't have very good eyesight. They have to use their nose to figure out the world around them, so she might get right up close to you and sniff you to see if she can figure out who you are. Since she can't really see you very well, you just kind of look like a blur to her. Okay, we didn't like that. How about a carrot? No zucchini. How about a carrot? She's going to hold out for the good stuff.
Here.
Yellow squash? Want some of this? Oh, we got gel in your nose. Oh! I went to college for this, guys. So I can pick a sloth's nose. It's a funny thing to have to do, isn't it? No,
No squash.
she doesn't want any of the really healthy stuff. She wants the special stuff. No? Okay, how about watermelon? No, too interested in you guys. Okay, we'll try the snack again in a minute.
Yeah. She's not really hungry, but you know, like.
See her claws?
Yeah.
This is a two-toed sloth. There are 3 toed sloths and there are 2 toed sloths. And the way you tell the difference is you look at their front feet. It's kind of easy to get confused because their back feet all have 3 toes. But if you look at their front feet, you can see that she only has 2 toes there on her front feet. Now, Erma is really a very friendly sloth. She likes to be touched here on her hips. So today, if you would like to touch her, this is the place to touch her nice and gently and see what that fur feels like. Does it feel like how you thought it would feel?
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna feel like rough.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I think it kind of feels like a paintbrush, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not super soft. So sloths live in the rainforest. If you think about the rainforest, it's really warm in the rainforest all the time. So their fur isn't really so much about helping keep them warm, like maybe a rabbit around here would need to stay extra warm in the winter. Their fur is more for keeping them dry. So the way their fur is shaped, it helps all the rainwater trickle right off of their bodies and down to the ground. She's gonna come check you out.
She doesn't fall off the branch. Well, she won't. She'll probably go back.
She's pretty strong and she's pretty smart. She may move slow, but her brain is super fast. She's a very smart animal. Should we try snacks again, Erma, now that you've had
Yeah.
a chance to see these
Yeah.
visitors and smell them and know that they're friendly? She usually doesn't get her snacks until the afternoon. So she might be a little too sleepy to eat. Let's see. You want to try giving her that? Want that? No? Okay, let's break out the good stuff. Try that one. Yeah? Yeah? Okay, we have a winner. We have a winner!
Oh.
When she's done with that, I have a piece for you. Bianca, there's a piece for you. Might take her a minute to eat that though.
Because she eats slow.
She eats so slow.
Because every sloth
cool,
is
though.
slow. Yeah.
Why do you think they're so slow like that?
Because they're tired.
Because they're tired.
Well, the food that she eats doesn't have a lot of energy in it, so that's part of the reason why. But it also helps them to be extra slow. In the jungle where they live, there are lots and lots of predators.
She's getting tired.
By moving so slow, it makes it hard for some of the predators to find the sloths up in the trees. They can blend in the treetops because in the wild, sloths aren't usually brown like this. In the wild, in the rainforest, they move so slow and it's so wet that algae can grow right in their fur and it'll turn them green. And so it's really hard to see a sloth in the wild.
How is it not choking? Like,
Isn't that crazy? Like if we eat upside down, we could potentially choke, right? And that would be
Yeah.
dangerous. But her whole body is so used to being upside down that it doesn't bother her. I wonder if she was upside up, if that would make her choke.
yeah.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
Other way around.
I wonder what things look like to her sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
I've
we
always
look
tried
upside
going
down?
upside down,
Down.
but then it never works.
Me too.
Oh, that was a good piece of papaya.
Yeah.
Delicious. Look at those teeth. Can you see your teeth?
Yeah.
Those are funny looking teeth for a plant eater, huh?
There's already two teeth on the top and the bottom.
Yeah. She's got 2 really sharp teeth on the top and 2 really sharp teeth on the bottom. They look kind of like fangs, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? She doesn't have any teeth in between those sharp ones. She looks like she's waiting for the tooth fairy, doesn't she? That's all sloths are like that. Well, I don't know if we're gonna want any of this, but let's try it. After that papaya, watermelon.
You tasted
Okay.
it? Yes.
It's okay.
After you just wanted the first.
We just had to get her started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she'll eat now. I think she just needed to get started. It's so cool.
Yummy watermelon.
Yeah, he loves sloths.
Do you see that slobber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sloths have really sticky saliva, kind of like anteaters. Did you see that when you met the anteater before? When you met Digger?
Mom,
Did
did
you
he?
see it? Did he have any sticky saliva for you?
No, because we gave him
Yeah.
peanut butter.
Oh, did you see him eat some peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yeah, we fed him.
Yeah. Well, sloths and anteaters are related. They're like cousins. And they both have really sticky saliva. And if you think about when an anteater eats, they're eating little bugs and they're sticking their tongue out to catch them. That's probably pretty helpful to have sticky saliva. I don't know
Yeah.
why sloths have sticky saliva. It might help them some way too. I don't know how though. It's a mystery.
Huh. That's cool.
He's slow but cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to see her ears?
Yeah.
Let's
You're
see if I can
really
find her
serious.
ears. Let's see. Her ears are all covered up by fur. Oh, did I tickle you? I'm sorry. See her ears right there?
Aww.
I've never saw this.
Weird.
I think she has a family resemblance to the anteater in her ears and her eyes. They have the same ears and the same eyes. And they have another cousin too. Anteaters and sloths and armadillos are also all related to each other. They all have the same kind of eyes and the same kind of ears. And they all have really special claws. And hers are for hanging in the trees. What were the anteater's claws for? Do you remember?
Digging.
Yeah, digging up the termite mounds and the ant hills. Yeah. What do you think armadillos use their claws for?
Termite mounds.
Same thing. Yeah.
She sure loves a watermelon.
That was a good piece of watermelon.
Yeah.
Now we have another one. Give her when she's done. And then we'll try and give her her healthy snacks and see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She might be like, nope, I'm full of watermelon and papaya. I don't want any veggies now. She'll eat them later though if she doesn't eat them right away.
Wait, I can't wait till these two.
There, she's done. No? No, you don't want to now?
Are you getting
Should we try something else?
Nope.
Bianca, you want to try something else?
Yeah, can we try like the biscuits?
You can try it.
Do you want one? No. It's not.
Maybe she wants to save it for later.
Maybe.
You want a biscuit?
No.
Will she eat it, Bianca?
Oh, okay, I'll eat the biscuit. It's like a cookie, but it's not
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are we gonna eat it or not? We're
Yeah.
thinking about it?
Eat it.
Holding it? Oh, good job.
Is this one healthy?
Yeah, it's got lots of vitamins and nutrients in it. She doesn't usually eat them very well though, so that was good. You did a good job of handing it to her.
How
You
do
convinced her that it's delicious.
How do you give her how do you give her the like gel? Do you like dip it in the?
Well, normally when we don't have visitors that are gonna help feed her, we will like mix it all together so there's gel sticking to all the different pieces. So when she eats the stuff she likes, she has to get some vitamins with it.
Yeah.
But we didn't want your fingers to be all sticky, so it's just on the bottom today. She does not like her vitamin gel at all. Mm-mm.
I think I'm gonna try a biscuit.
I need to try a biscuit too.
So what questions do you have about her? Is there something you'd like to know?
So in the wild, it takes them a week to go poop, right?
That's right, they only go to the bathroom about once a week in the wild. When you think about it, if you move that slow, when you're going to the bathroom, if a predator comes along and you're not fast enough to run away, that means going to the bathroom could be a pretty dangerous thing, right? And sloths, they also do something really weird. They do everything up in the trees. They eat in the trees, they sleep in the trees, even the mamas have their babies up in the trees. But for some reason, when they have to go to the bathroom, they go all the way down to the ground to go to the bathroom. And it's a big mystery why they do that. So when they climb down the trees, it could take them all day to get down to the bottom of the rainforest, go to the bathroom, and then climb all the way back up. So it's such a big deal that they only do it once a week.
So in the zoo, is it the same?
Because she is in the zoo environment, she usually goes about twice a week. She probably eats a little bit better diet here, a little more controlled diet. Oh, okay, you can just keep that on your chest. It's all right.
Do you want to try something, Julie?
But different sloths in the zoo can have different habits in that way too. We have a male sloth named Harvey who's currently at the Indy Zoo for the summer.
Oh, we met Harvey.
Did you meet Harvey?
We did. We saw him. He was sleeping.
Yep, he's one of ours.
Yep,
And
we-
he usually only goes once a week.
She's eating the biscuit.
Good job. Oh, good catch, Bianca. She's a little bit messy with her food sometimes.
Yeah. She did drop a crumb down there.
She gets crumbs on her and then they kind of stick to her fur, so we have to give her a bath once in a while.
Do they like the water?
Do they like water?
Well, and the wild sloths are actually really good swimmers if they get in the water. Here at the zoo, she gets misted with a spray bottle every day to help keep lots of moisture on her fur and her skin. And then when she needs a bath, we'll spray her, and sometimes we have to use a little bit of baby shampoo if she gets too much biscuit stuck in her fur, and use a comb. But we also can give her like a pool, like a kiddie pool of water, and sometimes she'll go lay in it and not really swim, but just kind of roll around in it, and she seems to like that. She's really concentrating on that biscuit.
I know.
Today she likes the biscuit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does. That one's a little chewy, it looks like.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have soaked it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Sometimes the zookeepers will take her biscuits and put them in the blender when they're dry and turn them into like powder and then sprinkle it all over her food, just so it's a little different sometimes. Make it interesting. And sometimes they'll soak it in fruit juice instead of
Why
water.
does she eat with her eyes closed sometimes?
That's a good question. Why does she eat with her eyes closed? Well, I'm wondering if she is trying to make sure none of the crumbs fall in her eyes and she's eating upside down. But if you look really close, you can see she kind of, when she eats, her eyeballs kind of sink in a little bit, don't they?
Yeah.
You guys know how frogs swallow?
No.
When frogs swallow, they have to suck their eyeballs all the way in to push their food down their throat. It's the weirdest thing. And it's a
that's so
little bit like that with sloths too. Their eyeballs help them swallow.
I wonder if she'll take a carrot.
Yeah.
Are you gonna try a carrot?
Look at all the snacks you're getting, little Miss Erma.
She sure loves snacks today.
She does. I just love her. She's one of my favorite animals here at the zoo.
Wait, I'm gonna go first.
I know.
She's a very sweet sloth. I've known a few sloths over the years, and she's one of the best ones I've ever known. She's just very sweet and very friendly,
You see
very
her
gentle.
little tongue?
Oh, you got a lot of biscuit in there still to mash up, don't you?
So chewy, huh? Sure,
So chewy.
so chewy.
Are you ready?
Carrot now. And wash down that biscuit with some crunchy.
Something else. I'll try another biscuit.
Kaylee, is that your turn? Some more biscuit?
No. No biscuit. Oh, yes,
Okay,
biscuit.
we're gonna eat it. Did you notice how most of the foods she has on her tray, the zookeepers cut up into long, skinny pieces?
Yeah, kind of like pickles.
Yeah, why do you think they cut them like this?
Is it easier for them to eat, or do they like it like that?
Yeah, it's easier for her to hold these foods
Oh.
when they're long and skinny, since she only has the 2 claws. If they were too small, like diced up into little squares, she probably wouldn't be able to hold them very well. So we always cut her fruits and veggies like, kind of like steak fries.
Wait, Liz.
Yeah.
Wait, Kermit, wait. Curl.
Can I try something?
She has to curl it like